Red flag. Let's get into it. We have to stop ignoring the warning signs, the caution signs, the red signs, the blinking lights, all of those signs from a red flag. And acknowledge when it's a red flag. Sometimes we ignore red flags instead of taking accountability for the situations that we put ourselves in. Yes, we are to blame for a lot of this stuff when we see it beforehand. So take accountability for the situations that you end up in. This don't have nothing to do with just relationships. This can be friendships, family ships, partnership, workship, sinking ships. It's some sort of ship. But if it's giving red flag, disconnect yourself and move around. Because if God ain't give you the green light to go, baby, it don't make no type of sense for you to be in that situation. I get it. Oftentimes when we have good hearts, we try to see the good in people. We try to see the best. We want to say, well, maybe if someday they'll change. But just know, when a red flag, don't get me wrong, people can change. But when the red flag is blinking and flagging, sometimes that's God's sign right then and there warning you, no. So if they introduce themselves as red flag, if they showcase red flag, and if they say, woo woo, I'm a red flag, get away from them. Move around. Get out the way. Get out the way. Because people can promote them, show themselves as being a good person, because some people would get bamboozled and it be too late. Some of them can hide a red flag real quick. But some folks just ain't that smart. And they can start showing signs early. And when they start showing early signs of cuckoo, of manipulative, of abusive, of triggers, or whatever, take heed. I don't care if they're fine, beautiful, sexy, handsome, none of that. See the red flag before you see anything else. Sometimes we can ignore situations and let people manipulate us into doing stuff that we don't even want to do. Reason being why I say that, because I have been to a place where I have been on this journey for 7 months of eating no meat. Yes, eating no meat. I don't want to eat meat, and I may never eat meat again. But it's a choice that I made based on my health journey, because certain meats were making me absolutely sick. So I chose to remove that out of my diet. No, I don't force what I do up on anybody. And if they see something within that makes them want to try, then I support them. But back in the day, there was a guy that I used to like. And he surfaced out of nowhere. And I guess he learned that I didn't eat meat anymore. And he made this joke, and in some seriousness, he was like, well, if you and me, you gonna have to eat meat. Who? Because why? First of all, I chose to no longer do that because it's something that is sacred to me. So when you run across people like that are manipulative, and then you get to a place and you say, well, it's just a little meat. I guess fish won't hurt. A little fried piece of chicken or a little baked piece of cheese. Yes, it will hurt. Because that is something you did not want to do to begin with. Now you're letting them manipulate you into doing something that you don't want to do. And baby, the red flag has surfaced and you failed for the trick. So no. If the red flag, so when the red flag surfaced, run. Because like I said, God has given us all common sense. And it is important to use it wisely. Take that accountability when you put yourself in situations that you knew you weren't supposed to be in there. And when you know that you're in a bad situation, go ahead and remove yourself from that situation. Stop letting people downplay your beliefs or what it is that you choose to do for yourself. Like I said, baby boy, I might have had a crush on you back then, but you ain't finna just come back and tell me what I ain't and what I will do. Now, I get compromised in relationships and marriages and stuff like that, but if a person does not love you or like you enough or grow to love and like you enough to respect the things that you have chosen to do in your life, then baby, you need to hang it up right then and there. Stop ignoring the red flags. Stop ignoring the red flags. Baby, once you fall into the trap, you're going to get popped over and over and over and over with nothing but red flags moving forward. And by the time you choose to acknowledge it, you're in too deep. Stop ignoring the red flags. Listen to what your spirit tells you. If God say, because sometimes we can say, well, Lord, I know you said no, but I'm just going to give it a chance to see how it's going to work out. Okay. Stop ignoring the red flags. Peace.